Second part of your flow body weight workout, still turning squats the main part of this workout. And we'll find out later why it's so important. But I'm going to show you a progression to your Trinity squat. It's exhaling down. As you inhale up, let the arms drop. You can come to tippy toes. Exhale down. It's not a long hold. We're still using exercise here. Exhale down, inhale up. If that becomes too hard, you always go back to that flat foot. Just exhaling down. Even bring in the arms in if the shoulders get tired. Bring in those arms in, feeling your squat. Your next move is a vertical tripod. So you can use a squat to come down. Now, if you need to, we can use training wheels here. If you have a box, books, blocks, anything to help get your hand up off the ground. So, first regression with the training wheels is exhaling down. I find my hand behind me, locking my shoulder down. My butt's away, I'm flat-footed. I'm concentrating on keeping my knees from wobbling in and out as I pop my hips to the sky. So popping my hips, I'm squeezing my glutes to flatten my hips. My glutes are my butt. So I'm squeezing them through. Even slightly tucking that tailbone, feel that back get nice and flat. The arm I'm posting on, that shoulder is staying straight down. I'm pulling it down to my hip, not letting it come up to my ear. I'm using large muscle to connect to this box. Then I would come down, alternate my sides out. Pop the hips, lock my arm down to the ground. Now if you want to add to this, you don't need the box, you have the ability to sit back and find the ground, same deal. Pop the hips first. Try to keep your knees from doing this. Squeeze something between your legs. You can put that image in your head. That'll help keep those knees in one spot. Squeeze those glutes through. So now you can even add an arm raise in. It's called a vertical tripod. So fingers straight to the sky, head up. Not head back, head up. Two shoulders, one line. Bring your elbow back in tight to the body to switch out. Pop hips, then reach. So it's not reach, pop hips, reach. And always bring the arm back. Don't flail. You don't want to flail and switch because that'll just burn your shoulders out like crazy. Plus it could put you in a compromising position. You could get a shoulder injury. So always coming back center line to the body. Pop hips, reach to the sky. Bring it back in, switch your arms out, shoulder down. Pop hips, reach to the sky. If the reach is too hard, you stick with the hip hop. If the one hand on the ground is too hard, you can work both hands staying connected to the ground. Hip hop, 8 repetitions. So if you're doing tripods, 8 repetitions. Each side, so it's going to be a total of 16. If you're doing just the hip hops, 16 total to get your endurance and strength up, since it's the very first level of the exercise. And your next one is an up dog, basically a burpee. You can almost say if the up dog is too hard, the plank or actual burpee would be your very first regression. So you would come down from a squat, come out, let's say plank. This is the best you can do. An up dog right now, so an up dog is a tailbone tuck in, squeezing my glutes through, chest up. I would exhale, push my butt back, put my knees look past my hands, come back forward, come back to my squat. And I would exhale down. So if that up dog's too hard, you can maintain the plank. Top of the push-up, just nice and tight, shoulders down, thighs tight, belly in, exhale, push back, let your knees bend, look past your hands, jump forward. Now, if jumping forward is too hard, you can step. Bring hands to the feet. Come up, reset to your squat, coming back down. If the jump is too hard going backwards, step, one leg back. Shoulders pulling down, arms locked out. You can even tuck that tailbone, squeeze those glutes, come into that up dog. You can go knees down, toes flat on the up dog to alleviate some of that pressure. Might be easier at first. Exhale, push back, balls of feet, come to your down dog position, walk or jump forward. So go back to our regressions here. First level, coming down, Plant the hands if you had to, stepping back if jumping was too hard. Incline plank. You can even let your knees come down. Push back, hips to heels, and then come into your down dog. Look past your hands and walk towards your hands. Could be your first level. Your next step up from that would be actually coming into an up dog or even jumping back and that, keeping those shoulders down, tuck the tailbone, squeeze those glutes so your glutes are your butt, belly in deep here so your back is being safe. Core's protecting the spine, the glutes are protecting the spine. Knees down, and then you can exhale, push hips back to heels, come to ball of foot, exhale, push back to your down dog. You can jump or walk. And next level could be just right into it. Coming into your up dog. Tuck in the tailbone, squeeze the glutes, knees off the ground. You can think heels in. Exhale, push your hips and core back to the sky. Let your knees bend, look past your hands. Walk or jump, flat foot, back to your trinity. 8 repetitions. Next move is our spinal rock. So spinal rocks can be done with training wheels. So let's say you have a hard time reaching depth in your squat to roll backwards. I'm going to demonstrate what a spinal rock is, and then I'll demonstrate if you have that issue of getting depth with your squat. So spinal rock, starting from that trinity. That's why we're always doing trinities. You're going to exhale down, roll back, knees close to the body, knees close, exhale forward. You can use your hand to help you get to a flat foot balance. So it's very hard to talk through this. I'm going to demonstrate one, but you're going to hear my breath. You're going to hear me exhale backwards, keeping my knees tight to the body, my belly into my spine. I don't want a belly full of air, so I'm not going to take an inhale here because that inhale is going to push my legs away from me. I don't want that. I want to keep my knees in tight, make this a core exercise on top of it too. So exhale backwards, knees close, and exhale forward. From the trinity, I'm going to exhale back. Come back up, flat foot, right into your trinity. So, like I said, if you have a problem with your depth, you can get a box, you can be very creative here. Use all sorts of things as props. You have a big old footstool, you could use a big old footstool. You would come down, let your butt find that box. Exhale, rolling back, knees close. Exhale, rolling forward, push those hands up, exhale forward. So, no need for the training wheel, the spinal rock. 8 repetitions. So trinity squats, and exhale down, inhale up. Back straight, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. Remember those tippy toes, coming up tall. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. Good. So our next exercise is our vertical tripod. You're going to use your trinity squat. So if you need to, you can use a platform. Exhaling down, reaching back. Finding that arm, locking that shoulder down. You're going to pop the hips. Switch your hands out. Pop the hips. If you need to, both hands down, work hip pops. 16 repetitions of those. Back to that tripod. Hip pop. Now, you can work to the ground if you don't need the training wheels. Shoulders staying down, pop the hips, reach to the sky. Pop to the hips, reach to the sky. Pop to the hips, reach to the sky. Pop the hips, reach to the sky. Remember, bring that arm back in. You have the ability to dictate your pace through this. A practice technique. Good. Coming back up. You're going to work your up dog, burpee plank, coming from your squat. You exhale down, plant the hands, plank, push back, down dog, let the knees bend, either walk or jump. Next up could be going into our Up dog with a jump back, letting our legs come down, tuck that tailbone, squeeze those glutes through, belly in. Exhale, push all that back. Down dog, jump in or walk into the hands. Next level's up, legs off the ground. Pushing back. Down dog, exhaling underneath yourself. Exhale down. That tailbone, squeeze those glutes, release that all back. Jump or walk underneath yourself. Last one, spinal rocks. So if you need your prop, your training wheels, you don't have the depth in your squats, the exhale down, roll back, knees close, and exhale forward. Reach forward. Always finish in your squat. Full spinal rock without the training wheel. Knees close. Both ways. Belly in. Shake it out.